This awareness matters because it becomes a kind of inner compass, a way of catching yourself in the moment before you slip into old patterns. And when it comes to emotional growth, that's everything. Here's why. Most people live from unconscious habits, reacting, defending, pleasing, performing. When you stop and ask, am I impressing or expressing? Is this ego or wisdom? You interrupt the autopilot. And in that pause, you gain the ability to choose instead of react. Choice is the foundation of emotional maturity. When you can name where your actions are coming from, you stop. When you can name where your actions are coming from, you stop getting tangled in them. Awareness turns anxiety into information, insecurity into curiosity, fear into something you can work with instead of being ruled by. Once you understand why you're feeling something, the intensity starts to lessen. It helps you show up as your real self. Emotional growth is impossible when you're acting from a version of yourself created to impress or protect. Awareness shifts you from performing to revealing, defending to understanding, reacting to responding. That's where authenticity begins. Every time you choose expression over impression or wisdom over ego, you reinforce the belief I can rely on me. And self trust is one of the deepest forms of emotional freedom. It creates healthier relationships. When you're aware of your motive, you communicate more clearly. You stop projecting, stop assuming, stop reacting so quickly. You're able to say things like, I'm trying to impress right now. Let me be honest instead. This kind of emotional awareness deepens connection. It makes growth sustainable. Awareness is the skill that keeps you from repeating the same patterns again and again. Once you can see patterns, you can understand them, interrupt them, choose differently, and eventually rewire them. Awareness isn't the whole journey, but it's the door you have to walk through before any real change can happen. In short, awareness is important because it's the difference between living unconsciously and living intentionally, reacting from wounds and responding from wisdom, being shaped by the world and shaping your inner world. It's not about answers, it's about expanding the space inside you where truth can land and growth can begin. From my personal experience, it helps us to rise above the victim mode that we often tend to fall into. It helps us to see how the good or the bad experiences have shaped us into the person we have become today. And be thankful for the people who came into our life to teach the lessons that we needed to learn and left at just the right time to help the growth that was needed.